guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe. Now today's video is going to be a very chatty one, so get ready because I talk a lot when I do story time, yes. What I realized actually from the last story time video that I did on my channel, which was about the modeling and pageantry journey, is that so many of you could relate to it, and I was very overwhelmed with the response, and it made you realize that yes, it is possible. Sometimes it takes time, and I come from a very familiar middle class background. It's nothing like only a certain section of the society can go into this field or achieve their dreams. I mean, it's possible. Everybody has their own path. For some, it's easy, for some, it's difficult, and it takes time. Yes, we all have one common goal that is there, but on my channel, I want to talk about a lot of other things as well. Pageants, as I say, should not be the only thing in your life. Never make a pageant dream the entire purpose of your life. Don't do that, okay? And so on this channel, I want to talk about self-love and positivity and life lessons and so many other things. Basically, to become a better version of ourselves, pageants is just a part of it, but there are so many other things. And I thought that in this year, I've learned a lot of things. So 2 months ago, I made a video about why I wasn't uploading or active on YouTube for the past 6 months. And since then, or even before that, there have been a lot of learnings, especially this year for my life. It's been a very, it's been a turning point in my life, I would say. And there are so many things that I've learned, and I thought if I share them with you guys, maybe you'd be able to relate, even if only one sentence that I say today. Maybe, you know, that process of healing or process of getting to a state of self-love doesn't have to be that long for everyone, doesn't have to be that difficult for everyone. What if I just share some things? And I know most of the audience that watches my videos is young girls, and we go through so many things in our life in these transformative years, and I can understand like all these thoughts that are there in your head. You don't know if you're right or wrong. And then as a teenager, I don't think I've ever said this on my channel, I used to think that whatever I'm thinking is wrong, and then I would think that what I think is wrong, and then that would go into an infinite loop, and I just didn't know whom to trust. Do I take my own decisions? Like, we have parents at this age who are always telling us that no, just do what we're saying. All these problems. And so what I've done for today's video is I thought I'll share some of my life updates with you so that you guys know what is happening. I don't talk about my personal life a lot here on this channel. Also, I made a few notes in my phone, and I was writing these down over the last few weeks, and I thought I'll share this on my channel. It might help someone. Now, coming to life updates, in the last 2 to 3 months, so in June end, I quit my IT job. So since July is when I started posting on YouTube, and that was solely because I had quit my job, so I have a lot more time to be doing this twice a week. That's a whole different story of why I quit. So if you guys want a story time on that, let me know in the comments, because there were a lot of reasons of why I quit, and it took me almost a year to be able to decide that. So since July, YouTube has been happening. All of you are a part of this journey. So I would say it's going pretty well. I'm happy. Then my workshop is coming up, so I'm excited about that as well. And the other things that have happened. So I've been taking up acting opportunities. So you might see me in a few TVCs maybe. So if you head over to my Instagram, you'll be able to see, I'll be posting all of those work-related things there. I also recently completed 1 month of an acting workshop that I did with Samara Theatre here in Hyderabad. It's pretty well known here. And the reason for that was because I am getting opportunities, but I've never acted before, and I didn't want to, you know, even if it's my first project, small project, whatever it is, I just wanted to be the best version of myself. Just because of the Miss India title, sometimes, yes, you do get opportunities, but whenever I want to step into that field, I want to be known for my talent and acting skills and not just a pretty face, in very honest language. So yes, that was the reason I did that workshop, and I've learned so much from it. So let's see how it goes further. Acting opportunities, I am discussing things, but a lot of things are unpredictable in this field, so I can't really disclose much because I don't know if it will happen. Apart from the work front, I also bought a new camera to start vlogging, so I will start uploading vlogs on my channel very soon. I want to take you guys through my day, show you behind the scenes of the shoots that I do, and all of that is in the pipeline. I have started vlogging, I just have to see if it turns out well. I'm still new to this. So yeah, I'm learning a lot of things. And apart from all of this work related update, in the last few months, there has been so much learning when it comes to self awareness. And I've been working on things like, what do I like? What do I want? How do I want to spend my time? And one thing that our teacher in the acting workshop always said was that be very selfish about your time, and that is so true and so important. I mean, so many of us are sometimes, spending time on things that don't even matter to us. And I think what 2020 has specially taught all of us, that things are very unpredictable. You don't know what will happen. So just use your time to the fullest. Don't spend it on things that aren't going to matter to, that you don't even want to be spending time on. I've been writing in my journal a lot of the lessons that I've learned, and so I made notes about all of those lessons with time. And the first thing that I've written here is about maturity. So I'm sure a lot of you will be able to relate to this, especially with the age group, or any age group actually, that sometimes a lot of us have all these thoughts and feelings, and some of us beat up ourselves for feeling that way or thinking that way. And what I learned is that it's okay. Maturity is not about how you think or how you feel. It's about how you respond to those things. And I say respond and not react. Now there's a difference. So this Alicia ma'am had taught us back in Cocoberry that you should respond and not react. Respond is like thoughtful decision taking, and react would be something that you do instantly and then regret later. And one of the things about self-love and acceptance is being okay with your own emotions, because forget anybody else who's going to tell you that hey, it's okay. I think very few people, if you're very lucky, you'll have friends like that who will not judge you for what you think or what you feel. Some thoughts are very, very private. You're not able to share it with anyone because some of us are so embarrassed about it. But if you don't act on those feelings or thoughts, or don't take any rash decisions, that is being mature. That is all you have to do. So don't try to, resist any emotions that come your way. Another way of thinking about emotions is energy in motion. So any feeling that you're getting is basically energy. And the more you resist it, it kind of becomes more powerful. And so like they say in meditation, just let the thoughts or the emotions flow and pass by. And take your time, sleep over things, and based on what you do about it is maturity. It's okay, like it's very natural and a human tendency to have all kinds of thoughts and feelings. The second sentence that I've written here in my notes is that you'll face obstacles only when you do something different from the flow. I'll just talk about it. So basically, I have quit my job, as I just mentioned, and I'm doing this. And yes, it is a very unconventional career choice to be taking, and a very different path from what usually people do, that is study with engineering, take a job. And I did all of that, and then I quit and I did this. And I was discussing with someone as to there were so many hurdles and obstacles along this way. It was not easy. Not just obstacles on the work front. Sometimes with family or friends itself, people don't understand why would you go for something that is such a big risk. And this one person she's taught me a lot of things. She told me that every river, I mean, the harder, the more obstacles that you get, the flow of the river becomes that bigger and louder, if that makes sense to you. And if you weren't doing anything unconventional, just think about anyone else who's just doing a very normal thing, like जो उनको life में particular things they had to do, like study, get a job, get graduated, do an MBA. And no offense to anybody who's doing that, those paths are also difficult. Yes, there is a lot of struggle on those things too. It's not easy, it's a lot of hard work. But especially when you choose something very unconventional, you will face more obstacles and hurdles, but you have to understand they are there because you are doing something different. And so don't let that, bring you down. Think of every obstacle like a challenge and think of yourself like a river. So every rock that you hit, you're going to cross it and come up even higher. And so, if you think about yourself and life in that analogy, in that perspective, it makes sense that yes, anything that's going according to the flow, there's no resistance, there's not going to be many obstacles, but you only get obstacles when you try to deviate from the usual path. Now, the next thing that I've written here is there are plenty of fish in the sea. And what I mean by that is that there are plenty of opportunities for everyone. So, someone else's success does not mean your failure, and comparison is a thief of joy. So, just remember these sentences. I've written it this way because it's easy to remember certain phrases and sentences. That is why quotations are so popular. And now I'm very sure most of us have gone through this in school, in college, at work, anywhere in life. And I am guilty of feeling this way too. I used to get so worried and insecure. Okay, so and so person is doing better than me. And at the same time, I would feel guilty for having these thoughts like, why is there so much jealousy and insecurity? But it happens. It's very human to feel that way. And I'll just give you a very real life example of how I realized that this is silly of me to think about. Now, if you say you are interested in fashion bloggers, so I'll just take some very popular names like Komal Pandey and Sejal Kumar and Debashri and so many other, the Chick Factor, so many bloggers, right? Now, when we look at their videos, you just don't follow one person, right? You always follow more than one person, whatever topic you might be interested in. Now, imagine if Komal thought that because Sejal has more subscribers, for example, does that mean Komal is a failure? No, not in any way. So everybody is doing the best to their abilities, and everybody has their own unique set of values, set of aesthetics, and so it would be, what if you found out that Komal was insecure because Sejal had more views on a certain video? We would think, are you silly? Komal, come on, like you're a big deal. So just think like that about yourself also. Like, why do people always think that, no, those are big people, they are successful? Obviously, it took them years to reach where they are. And at the same time, why would you not think of yourself as a big deal? Like, come on, that is self-love. You are a big deal, you matter. Don't ever think that you're not a known person or whatever. Like, in your own world, you matter, and that is all that counts. And so, whenever you feel jealous or insecure of anything and you feel like, okay, you are losing attention or losing, going down instead of up because somebody else is going up, so understand that there is so much in this world. Like, there is no lack of opportunities when it comes to everything online, like social media and blogging and like so many things. So a lot of us have thoughts like, Arey, why would I do this? It's already been done. There are so many other successful people who are doing this. It doesn't make sense for me to start something. Kaun dekhega mujhe? Why should I do this? Remove all of those thoughts. You can make your own place. The best thing about this field is that what you do makes you unique and it makes you irreplaceable. And so instead of comparing yourself to someone else and being worried and sad about it, learn from people who are doing similar things or even better things than you. Make them an inspiration and try to talk to them and learn from them. So instead of harboring these negative emotions, you can turn that around. One of the things that I always like to say is that you should surround yourself with the people that you want your future to look like. You need to be with people who are as hardworking as you want to be, who are as ambitious, and that is the kind of future you want. If you want to see yourself at somewhere here, then be with people who are working towards that same level. Just have a look around and be with those people instead of being jealous of those people. The next thing that I've written here is something that happened very recently. I've always believed in it, but like 2-3 days ago it actually happened, and so I just believe in it even more now. I've written the power of manifestation. And so there's a very short verse that I've written here, and it says, you are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire, so is your will. As your will, so is your deed. As your deed, so is your destiny. Now, I want to tell you guys something that happened just last week. I was feeling very low. I think I spoke on my Instagram also because I was like AMA? MIA. God. I was MIA for about 2 weeks, not very active on social media. And I was feeling pretty low. And at that moment, I wrote in my journal, I feel very low. I need a pick me up. I need something good to happen because nothing was happening, and I was just going into that phase where like I started doubting a lot of things, and that happens a lot of the times. Like if something doesn't happen for a long, long time, none of your efforts are showing fruit, you tend to think that maybe you start questioning everything. Exactly 3 days later, after I wrote that in my journal, so many good things happened to me in one day. The power of manifestation doesn't mean just think about things and they'll happen to you, but sometimes maybe just putting out this in the universe, I really believe that helped. And I wrote it down and it happened. And if any of you guys have read the book The Secret, please do read it. It talks about this very thing. Whatever goal or dream you have, write it down, put it in front of you on your study table, wherever you spend most of your time, and keep looking at that goal. And what's going to happen is subconsciously all of your efforts and time are going to work towards reaching that goal. And because you've put it there, the universe knows that she really wants it or he really wants it. Like, how badly do you want it? You need to do the work for it, and then you have to manifest. And now I spoke about working really hard, but the last thing that I've written here is that when you numb the darkness, you numb the light. And basically, if you're always getting ready for the next thing, how will you enjoy this thing? So this is something that I really had to learn, because I'm the kind of person who hardly takes a break, and I don't like sitting idle. It just worries me. I get so much anxiety if I'm not doing something. So it's very hard for me to, sit down, take a break, relax, or enjoy things when they happen. And so if you're also this kind of person, then I hope that this sentence, makes you realize that. And yes, when you numb the darkness, you numb the light. This happens. Some of us are so engrossed in all the work that we do, and we are so focused on what bad things are happening to us that we sometimes forget to be grateful for the good things. And I did that for the longest time ever. And looking back, like the attitude of having gratitude, being grateful is also something that the universe sees. And so the more you are grateful for, sometimes the more you receive. This is also this exchange of energy that happens between you and the universe. And so it is very important. It's not a waste of time. It's very important to sit down, bask in the glory. If you've achieved something, enjoy that moment, rejuvenate yourself to work on the next goal, the next dream. Constantly keep working, but it's okay if you take out one day when you've achieved something, because only then will you realize how the fruit of success tastes, and that will make you work even harder. And constantly working does drain you out, so you don't want to be burned out. To take breaks, I spoke about this in my productivity video as well, that it's very important to reward yourself sometimes. And so that's all the life lessons that I had written down, and these are things that I've learned in the last few months, and they've helped me a lot. So if you could relate to any of this, or if it helped you, please do let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do follow me on my Instagram to know what other videos are coming up. Sometimes I set countdowns and timers before the video is uploaded, but usually Sunday and Wednesday are the 2 days of the week when I upload videos, if you didn't know that already. And yes, that is all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed and liked this kind of video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye.